If someone tells you the only way to make money from financial chaos is to trade the crash, if someone tells you the answer is shorting stocks, buying the dip, or finding the magic chart pattern, be careful. That person may not be teaching you how to make money. They may be recruiting you into the casino. Financial chaos does create money, but most ordinary people should not try to grab it by gambling on direction. They should make money from the mess around the direction. When the financial house starts shaking, most people stare at the earthquake. Smart people sell flashlights. They sell maps. They clean broken glass. They organize documents. They explain what happened in plain English. That is the safer opportunity. Not trading chaos, reducing chaos, because every financial mess creates the same hidden product. Confusion. And confusion is expensive. When markets fall, people get confused. When rates change, people get confused. When banks look weak, people get confused. When layoffs start, people get confused. When bills rise faster than income, people get confused. And when people are confused, they do not only need predictions. They need order. Order is a service. Order can be sold. Think about a small business owner. Sales are slower. Rent is higher. Suppliers want faster payment. Customers are paying late. The owner does not need a lecture about the Federal Reserve. The owner needs to know, who owes me money? Who do I owe? What bill is urgent? What can wait? What price needs to change? Where is the cash leaking? That is cash flow cleanup. And cash flow cleanup becomes more valuable when chaos rises. You can turn that into simple services. Invoice follow-up, expense sorting, receipt organization, weekly cash flow summaries, late payment reminder templates, dashboards that show money coming in and going out. Boring, useful, paid. The first opportunity is paperwork. Financial chaos creates paperwork like a storm creates wet shoes. Bills, notices, loan documents, insurance forms, receipts, contracts. People hate organizing this stuff. But when money gets stressful, messy papers become dangerous. A missing bill can become a fee. A lost receipt can become a tax headache. So a simple document cleanup service can be valuable. You are not giving legal advice. You are not giving tax advice. You are not pretending to be a financial advisor. You are helping people sort the pile, name files, scan receipts, prepare a clean packet for the accountant, lawyer, landlord, or lender. That is not glamorous. But in chaos, clean paperwork feels like oxygen. The second opportunity is explanation. Financial news is written like it wants normal people to give up. Yield curve, liquidity, credit spread, duration risk. Most people hear those words and mentally leave the room, but they still need to understand what affects their life. Why did my loan payment rise? Why is insurance suddenly expensive? Why are stores raising prices? Why is my company cutting hours? Why are banks tightening? If you can explain complicated money events in plain English, you can build an audience. Videos, newsletters, simple charts, business explainers, training material. The rule is simple. Do not sell panic. Sell clarity. Do not say, buy this before it explodes. Say, here is what this event means. Here is what questions to ask. Here is what records to keep. Here is what mistakes to avoid. That is safer. That is useful. The third opportunity is distress stuff. When money gets tight, people sell things. Extra inventory, old equipment, used cars, tools, furniture, restaurant gear, office supplies, storage units. A chaotic economy creates objects that need a second life. Someone has to photograph them, list them, clean them, move them, repair them, deliver them, resell them. This is not Wall Street. This is the garage. But the garage can pay. A contractor downsizes and has extra tools. A restaurant closes and has equipment. An office moves and has desks. Your job is not to predict the S&P 500. Your job is to turn trapped stuff into moving money. The fourth opportunity is small business emergency systems. Most small businesses do not have a crisis dashboard. They have a stressed owner, a messy inbox, and a spreadsheet from 3 years ago called Final Version 2. That is your opening. Build simple systems. A weekly money checklist. A late invoice tracker. A vendor price comparison sheet. A customer follow-up board. A simple inventory tracker. Nothing fancy. The point is not to look like a bank. The point is to stop the owner from flying blind. In good times, people ignore systems. The fifth opportunity is scam protection education. When people panic, scammers smell dinner. Market crashes create fake gurus. Layoffs create fake job offers. Crypto chaos creates fake recovery agents. The SEC and other regulators keep warning people about fraud during hype and turmoil. That means safe education has value. You can create checklists, red flag guides, community workshops, simple templates for spotting suspicious messages. Again, do not promise to recover money. Do not pretend to be law enforcement. Do not sell fear. Sell caution. Sell the ability to slow people down before they click the expensive button. The sixth opportunity is tools and templates. Chaos makes people search for structure, so give them structure. Budget templates, debt inventory sheets, invoice trackers, layoff planning checklists, emergency document folders, small business cash calendars, supplier comparison sheets. These do not need to be revolutionary. They need to be understandable. Often they pay for relief. A good template is relief in a box. The seventh opportunity is helping professionals, not replacing them. Accountants get busy in chaos. Lawyers get busy. Bookkeepers get busy. Bankruptcy filings in the United States rose in fiscal year 2025, according to the U.S. courts. That does not mean you become a lawyer. It means the paperwork around stress is growing. Professionals need support. Clients need preparation. Someone has to gather documents, organize timelines, summarize expenses, clean spreadsheets, and prepare question lists. That can become admin work, lead generation work, operations work, training work. The money is not in pretending to be the expert. The money is in making the expert's work easier. Here is the deeper rule. In financial chaos, money does not disappear. It changes behavior. People delay payments. Businesses cut costs. Families sell assets. Borrowers look for answers. Owners need records. Professionals get flooded. Scammers get louder. That behavior creates work. And work creates income for the person who is useful. So stop asking, which asset should I buy before the chaos ends? Ask, what does chaos force people to do? What do they hate doing? What are they too scared to understand? What value is trapped? What process is broken? Then build the bridge. A service, template, a guide, a simple tool, calm explanation. That is how ordinary people can stand near chaos without standing inside the casino. Because chaos pays two kinds of people. Pays the people who guess right, and it pays the people who help everyone else survive being wrong. Most people cannot reliably be the first one, but many people can become the second. When the room is on fire, do not sell lottery tickets. Sell exits. Sell water. Sell a map. Sell a checklist. Sell the calm voice that says, start here. Do this first. Put that document in this folder. Do not click that link. Follow up on that invoice. List that equipment. Track that payment. That is not sexy. That is why people miss it. But chaos is not only a market event. It is a human mess. And whoever reduces the mess becomes useful. Useful people get paid. Not without work, without trading, without pretending to predict the future, and without needing the market to love you back.